Stephanie, and I'm here with Greg Sallow, who did the nails for our May cover.
Yo, yo.
How you doing?
Doing really well. How are you today?
Excellent. So I talked to Greg and I said, you know, come up with something fabulous for our cover. And you came up with?
The Super Snake design.
Yeah, really cool. So how'd you come up with the snakeskin nails?
The design that I've been really comfortable with doing lately has been the snakeskin design. And I figured, it's a combination between using glitters, a little bit of marble technique, a little bit of the tooling, and mix in that with the stiletto shape, and you got some funky dunky nails.
How did you prepare the nails?
What I did was remove the shine with a medium arbor band, and when I'm using an electric file, I want to be as gentle as possible. I live by the philosophy that it's not the tools that do the damage, it's the fools that do the damage. So if you understand proper pressure, you're not going to damage the nail plate, you're only going to gently remove shine. Now once that's removed and I apply my bonder, basically proper form application is very important to the structure of the stiletto shape. You can't put the forms on parallel to the growth channels. They actually have to tilt slightly downward at an angle so that the growth channels are completely straight from the corner of the growth channel all the way to the tip.
Otherwise, if you put the forms on straight, the nails will end up looking like they're going up.
Yes, exactly. They'll actually give you the impression that the tip is slightly curving upwards.
So you applied the forms, and then?
What I do is I build out all of the free edges flush to the natural nail, and then once I'm done building out the fifth finger, I take off all my forms and I pinch them into shape. That way I can get them narrow.
So you started with glitter?
I do start with glitter, and what I like to do is I like to lay out my track. And I did that by actually working the corners. I wanted to give it an element that actually ran through the center of the nail. So what I did is I applied a little bit of glitter in the corners, and then once I lay down that track, and I do one finger at a time, it makes it easier. But obviously if you're comfortable laying down the track first and then going back and doing the color, you can do that. What you must do next is actually marbleize the color, and what I do is I start with the lightest color first, which was the soft gold color, and then I take the rouge and I lay it down and then I lightly drag it through. Now it's really important that you try not to cover all of the open space at once. If there is open space in the product your eyes, add a little bit more. Don't try to force it into the area that's open, or the colors will blend and you'll make it look muddy.
After the color, you encased it all in clear?
Yes, I actually use a speed clear powder to encase the whole nail from cuticle to free edge. I start from the cuticle area and work down to the tip, because then I can look at the side profile to see exactly where my upper arch is. Once I have the whole nail encased, I'm going to take my tooling, and I usually like to tear off a really thin strip. And what you want to do is you want to dip it inside the powder first, lay it over the surface, lightly press through with even pressure, and then what you can do is tap the surface and pull away slowly. That way it doesn't tear any of the acrylic with it.
And then to make the scale effect, you used black acrylic.
I like to take a small wet pearl and then slightly blend it in, making sure that I fill all the gaps, and then give it an opportunity to dry thoroughly. When I'm filing the nails, I usually personally I like to start with the form, and what I mean by form is making sure that the side walls are completely straight. And I remember it's a stiletto shape, so you're bringing it from corner to point, corner to point. You don't want to turn your file in, because that is basically going to round off the lower arch. Remember, the lower arch starts from the corner of the growth channel all the way to the tip.
Well, you made that really easy for me. I didn't have to ask you any questions.
That was really an awesome experience today.
Oh, I'm so glad you came. We've been wanting you to do the nails for a long time, and I'm really thrilled that you finally came and did such a wonderful job.
Again, thank you very much for your time, and I really look forward to working with you guys again in the near future.
Definitely.
Thanks a million.
Thanks.